The whole goal of this video is to show you how you can burn fat throughout the day. So one of the first tips I'm going to show you guys is just to avoid a sedentary lifestyle, which is basically, just not moving as much. You want to move more. One great tip that I came across in my studies is that every 2 hours, if you can, things like walking a dog and things like that help, but just to set a timer up, set a clock, and you just want to go for a 5 to 10 minute walk every 2 hours. It's going to help a lot. If you have a sitting or standing job, I got news for you. If you have a sitting or standing job, one or two of the breaks, just take a nice 5 to 10 minute walk. The last tip will help out a lot as well. It's just you just want to move a lot. Try to not be as stationary. If you have a job that requires a lot of moving, just choose better options to eat. Sweet potatoes, berries such as strawberries, which you see me eating in the video, quinoa, cinnamon, green tea, which is I would recommend you sip some of that on your break, watermelons, pears, and apples. And these are things that are easily accessible that we should all be able to get, especially, if you're on the move a lot. It's a lot of stores that offer these things. You see the ground cinnamon right there. Just great options. Figure out what you enjoy to eat and make a list of do's and don'ts. Eat food that fills you up. Don't eat food that makes you feel empty. So the list should consist of food that fills you up and the food that doesn't fill you up. And we should, of course, go with the healthier options. Let's rid out the fast food. That's not going to help anything, and even limit the restaurants as well. Okay, now, brothers and sisters, we're going to get into the workout portion of the video, the training side of it. After we got all the, additional facts out, I will also link some documents or some slides so that you guys can go through the additional information that I'll be sharing with you guys. All right, so now I'm going to start with the workout portion. You can do this in the middle of the day, at night, or in the morning. You can just use a chair, you can use the couch, or you could use the floor. For the fellas, well, both the females and the fellas could both do the same things, but it'll just be different reps and sets. So for the fellas, it'll be 5 to 10 sets of this. On the first rep, your first set, just see how many you could get. That'll determine everything else. So use the chair for assistance too. As soon as you sit, that's one. Then see how many you can get. And then you're gonna do calf raises. Point your toes straight. Just come up. Now for fellas, if you're more advanced, you can do your push-ups off the ground. You can get a little lower. Again, just see how many you can get. You're gonna do shorties on the push-ups though, so you're not gonna come all the way up, but you're gonna go all the way down. Alright, so keep it like right there. Keep that tension. Same thing with the dips. Put the legs out. If it's too hard, you can keep them right here. But make sure to push yourself on this exercise too. Somebody can get. Then it's gonna be a full body joint. Come right here, touch the abs. Bring the joints all the way up. 5 to 10 sets. Now for the women, 3 to 5 sets. If you're more advanced, you can do 5 to 10 sets. But let's just say, for example, you get 10 squats on first set. On your next set, do 9, then do 8, and so on and so forth. So after the squats, boom, her form is really heavy. So like that. And you can actually come right into that calf raise too. Down, right into that calf. If you're short on time. And then for the females, you can do the push-ups off the chair. Depending on how many you get. Next set. Females again. And feet out. Just come down with it. And then this, for the core, maybe a little hard, maybe a little tight, but just fight through it. If you don't lose that fat, that's what you gotta do. You can actually swing the legs out too, like slower. Boom. Sit them down, come out like that. If you pick some up with your feet. Understand though, a lot of this, abs, stomach, fat stomach, period, this goes with diet and everything else outside of this. So make sure you're moving, make sure you're eating right. You gotta get your workout in. Even this will be perfect. Even exercises like push-ups and squats, they work out your abs as well. So yeah, peace and love.